Guys, when I say that this is one of my favorite makeup looks, I mean, this is one of my favorite makeup looks. It started so simplistically and just a couple of colors, but somehow ended up being my absolute favorite. Hi, this is Christy. Welcome to Christy's Corner, where I do all things Disney, Harry Potter, and makeup. And today, obviously, is makeup. So when I record these makeup videos, I'm usually just listening to music and singing in the background. You actually see me singing in this video, and it's to Taylor Swift. just putting that out there. But I do voiceover because these videos do take a long time to record. This one particularly, this look took an hour and a half. So it's easier just to record it and then voice over and speed everything up, and you can see what I do. And if you have any specific questions, you can always drop them down in the comments and I can respond, especially if you want specific colors. I usually just mention what brands I use. That way you can go find what you're looking for if you want to do something similar. But if you want specific colors and things like that, just ask. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I did is I actually, instead of using a gel eyeliner because I didn't want it to smudge too much when I was drawing this on, I used my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner, the felt tip eyeliner, and drew just on my face of where I wanted to shade in the different colors. And if I wasn't doing different colors, I probably wouldn't have done this step. I would have just colored the whole thing one color and then gone from there. But I had a gray base I was using and a green base, and I didn't want the green to get into the gray. It wouldn't really matter that the gray had gotten into the green, but the green getting into the gray would kind of make my gray look boogery. That's what I said. Yeah, I said it. So I drew all what I was looking for, and then by the way, I always like moisturize very well before, like very good prepping my skin so that I don't have to use too much product, because if my skin's dry, it's going to just like absorb all the product and then it's going to not look very smooth. So I overly moisturize. I actually use Buff City facial oil on my chest areas, anywhere I'm going to color in, a good 30 minutes before I do any kind of makeup look, just because it helps it to not seep into your pores so much. Anyway, I digress. So the colors, I did use heavily eyeshadow palettes, but before that, because it's really hard to blend just eyeshadow, because I don't have, like, let's be real, I don't have like a professional SFX makeup, not much of it anyway, nor do I have any airbrush. So I use a lot of eyeshadow and blending to get my looks, which is why it probably takes me a bit longer than most people when it comes to crazy looks like this. But I do find that my blending is pretty good. Not, at the professional grade, but it's pretty good, especially for eyeshadow all over your body. So, kind of being like transparent here. Anyway, I did use, for my gray base and my green base, I used Graptobine Pro Paint. It's water activated. I actually don't use water to activate it. I use like a makeup remover, like a oily makeup remover. I find that works better. It makes it creamier and it goes on smoother. It does take just a tiny bit longer to dry on the face to where I can put a layer of something on top of it. But I find that for my skin, it works better. So the first thing I did was the gray, and then I did the green base. I did like a teal green, like almost a seafoam green. I didn't use like a dark green. I used like a seafoam green. So once all that was dried, I then went in with my eyeshadows. So my palettes I used 3 different brands. I used a Morphe palette, a Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which is like that orange case palette that has the butterflies on it, and when you open it, it has all these vibrant yellows, orange, and greens. Use that palette if you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you do. If you don't and you ask in the comments, I will literally go find the exact name of it and give it to you. And then for my gray, I added some touches of silver to it, just like a shimmery silver. And I actually used ColourPop for that one. And the color pop I used was, I think it's called Foxy or something like that. It was a larger palette. And yeah, I did that for all the different like grays and greens. And I just blended from the outside in, dark to light, because that's how I work. That's how I roll. And then, as you can see by my look, that it kind of has like black smudgy areas all along the lines to separate the colors and to kind of give it some dimension. I actually used Graphobine, and it's a cream. It's like a cream makeup eyeshadow, or actually I think this one is SFX makeup. And I just used black creamy and stenciled it on, not stenciled it on, but drew it on and then smudged it out with just a brush. I used the werewolf one, so it's like a circle and it has all these different colors in it. It's meant for like a werewolf look, because I don't have a solo black one, and I just used the black out of that. But you can get a solo black cream like that, and I find that the cream one that works so well for this type of look for me. I like any kind of look. I use it a lot. I use it so much. I have 2 of the werewolves ones, and the blacks are almost gone, and the rest of the colors are just still chilling. So, yeah. So once I did that, I then, I believe I popped in my contacts before I did any accentuation on my eyes, but I can't remember if I did it in that order or the reverse, to where I kind of like did the eyes, did the eyeliner in my eyes. The eyes is always, it's always the last thing I do are my eyes, just because I know I have to put those contacts in and they irritate my eyes, because I don't wear contacts. And when I have those in as little amount of time as possible. But then I put my lashes on. So, the eyeliner I used was just a gel eyeliner. Any standard black eyeliner out there works. And then the mascara I actually used was Too Faced Better Than Sex, but I barely put any on. I just do it so that it blends in when I put the lashes on. Now the lashes, I typically use Glamnetic. This one, I can't remember the name of it. It wasn't Glamnetic because it wasn't magnetic. It was actually glue, but the glue eyeliner for this brand, and I'll have to look it up if anyone's interested, is just so phenomenal and goes on so well that it's like the one pair that I have that's glue that I will ever wear. And I've reused this pair so many times. But then, yeah, I put my eyelashes on, pop the contacts in, one different color for each one, because it's doing 2 different color looks. And really, that's it. I then put a green wig on, which you don't see in this video because my battery died right after I finished everything but the wig. And it's just a green wig, it's a really cool wig actually, that I got on Temu, however you say it, for like $10, guys. Like, I used to buy these wigs from party shops or whatever, Halloween costume shops, and they were like $50. Temu, however you say it, has like the best wigs for this, and I love them, and they're like $10, $15 a piece. Oh my gosh, I could break the bank just shopping on that website for wigs and things like that for these looks, but I digress. Anyway, that is actually the completion of this look. Again, it took me right at an hour and a half, and it turned out to be absolutely one of my favorites, and I had fun singing Taylor Swift because that's what I was doing. Obviously, you can't hear the Taylor Swift. That is a copyright, and I wasn't going to do that anyway because I always voice these over, so it doesn't matter what I'm saying, singing, or whatever while I'm doing the makeup if I'm doing a voiceover anyway. Anyway, that's it for this video. Again, put any questions for products down in the comments below, brushes, whatever. Most of the brushes I use are just ones I've collected over time, because when I do these crazy makeup looks, I'm not normally using brand new products. I'm using stuff I've had for a long time because I know I'm going to wipe it off so quickly that it's not going to matter. I know the makeup artist out there will be like, oh my God, you're using makeup that's like 5 years old. Shame on you. Yeah, sure. But I mean, I don't want to buy brand new makeup that's going to like cause issues, or cost so much for me to just do a look and keep it on for a couple hours and wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't had any issues yet. Cross your fingers, cross my fingers, whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and thanks so much for watching. Bye now. Oh yeah, go check out my Instagram and TikTok and my shorts, because I post videos of the final look and photos and makeup transitions. So much fun. Yeah, go check those out. That's where you're gonna see like the finished look with the wig and all. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.